everybody, I'm Amanda the G and welcome back to spooky season. And my hair is ridiculous because I just came back from the gym, so enjoy that. But we are in my bathroom because again, we are costuming because I saw something amazing and I have to make it. This is from Game of Thrones, and I really honestly and truly don't know how terrible this is going to go. I am just kind of playing with things, and I purposely didn't go out and buy anything that I don't have because I'm also trying to do this look with cheap materials that I just have on hand to say, you know, maybe we can actually do this with cheap materials. Anyway, I'm gonna start by getting my hair out of my face because it's really bad. But if this doesn't work, it doesn't work. And if it works, great. But I saw this picture and I clearly had to, it's the children of the forest and they are amazing. And I will do the hair in a minute. I'm just trying to get it out of my face. But the first thing that we're gonna have to do otherwise is get rid of my eyebrows because they don't have eyebrows for some reason. So glue stick it is. Again, going with the theme of just shit I have. I don't have any color correcting concealer, but I'm doing this whole look with water-based face paint anyway. So this needs to dry and then I'll put concealer on it to try and cover it, and then the whole thing is gonna get covered in face paint at some point anyway. But while that's happening, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm busting in to the liquid latex because yes, I'm doing this with liquid latex. You could probably do it if you were skilled with paints and just do it with dark spots and paints and stuff like that, but it looks like there's actual holes in there, so I'm going to try my damnedest to use this. Remember, cheap as shit sponge to put on the liquid latex because it's gonna be bad. I also have just like a little makeup container because I'm gonna start on the bottom, and I'm just gonna explain what I'm gonna do right now because I probably have to work pretty fast with this because it needs to be wet when I'm working with it. So I'm gonna put it on and then take this and kind of cut out little slits on the sides of my face. So, since this is dry, I'm gonna pause before I do the hard part, cover my eyebrows, and then we're gonna attempt to paint some liquid latex on my face. Concealer! Start with a paintbrush that you don't give a flying crap about because this is going to get ruined in a second. I'm basically going to try and do like the tree type pattern on my forehead where it starts out here and branches out into little things, and I'm really just trying to get a raised section and a not raised section, which I don't think I can really do with the sponge. So we're just gonna hope that this works. I'm really not that fantastically skilled with painting shit on myself, but we'll try. I'm gonna go ahead and add a second layer to the bottom of the face and crack that out a little bit more because I don't think it's really thick enough, and then we'll come back and add more to the top. And basically we're just gonna alternate between them until we're happy with what we have. Okay, so this is mainly dry right now, and as you can see, I kind of covered more of my forehead because I went back to the reference picture and I realized more of my forehead was covered. I also did my hair in the time waiting for this shit to dry. So basically all I did was just take it and twirl and twirl and twirl and just combine it together and throw bobby pins in it and basically have a 90s inspired super fun fest on my head. And instead of putting sticks and branches in it, some of my hair is actually green right now, so I'm just gonna kind of leave my hair being crazy because I also don't want to go and gather sticks and branches right now. I also might run out of face paint. I realize that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prioritize the face. I'm gonna get as much of the body done as I can, but I'm gonna start with just brown mixed with like a moss green. So that's gonna be my base color. No, my base color is gonna be brown because brown mixed with the moss green doesn't make sense. The moss green is gonna go on top. New plan, new plan. Brown everywhere, and then I'll do like a darker brown black for like design, and then we'll add the green on top. That's my plan. Again, cheap paintbrush is important, and this is what I'm probably gonna run out. This is all the brown I have. So we're gonna hope that I have enough brown. I'm gonna mix a little bit of black in it actually just to darken it up anyway. Making sure we get our ears too. This is gonna be fun. I'm probably gonna go into work tomorrow with ears that are painted a color, but you know what? It looks stupid if I don't. Okay, I know this looks really bad right now. We're gonna add green to it. I am aware of what this looks like. We're gonna fix it. Don't worry. Also, I know this is incredibly streaky, but that kind of adds to the look, so I'm actually okay with it. Now, we're gonna take one of our little trusty, rusty sponges and do our lovely little trick where we take and we break little chunks out of it. And then I'm gonna go into the moss green here. I have this lovely moss green, and we're gonna cover everything with that moss green. And can you see these lovely little trees sticking out? We're gonna highlight them in a minute. That is looking a lot more like what I wanted it to look like. Now we are gonna go in with a little bit of black, with the black that I have, and a teeny tiny paintbrush that I don't give two shits about. And we're gonna kind of darken around some of these little tree things and make that a little bit darker and a little bit darker in here, and then we're just gonna add some texture. And I realize now you probably could have done all of this without the latex, but you know what? I like being extra, so this is where we are at. I have a tendency to go and just keep going, so I'm gonna stop myself here so we have our lovely texture that we've put on. And now we've gotten the face paint on, so now we have to switch to a little bit of makeup because they do have some makeup on their eyes and lips, and then we will actually be done. So this costume that I thought was gonna take forever is taking forever, but not as long as I thought, so yay. So I'm just gonna do gray eyeshadow, which I know is ridiculous, but it seems to be like grays and blacks. I thought there might be some browns, but I can't really tell with the picture that I have, so I'm gonna go with grays and blacks. So I'm just doing the entire eyelid in gray, and then we're gonna do both eyes in gray, add a little bit of black in the crease, and then I'm gonna eyeline both eyes in black, put on mascara, and then put on some lipstick. Alright, so that's it for this beautiful look. Let me know what you thought about this costume in the comments, and as always, if you ever do a costume like this, please tag me in it on social media, let me know. And clearly you can do this with probably with just face paint, honestly, if you just have a little bit of time, so you could bust this out for Halloween. So please let me know if you do that. Stay fresh, cheese bags!